They all know how it looks outside, the shaking hands, the glassy eyes, the borrowed breath, the exit sign, the long way back to feeling fine. But no one talks about the price, when all the noise drains from the room, when everybody says you're good and leaves too early, way too soon. Cause when the pulse comes down, the fear comes back around, and every little silence sounds like it's starting up again. No one talks about the after, when the shaking finally stops, when you smile like you're okay, but you're waiting for the drop. It's the lonely in the hallway, it's the phone that never rings, it's the fear of fear forever, it's the silence after everything. No one talks about the after, how it lives under your skin, how you make it through the moment, just to dread it all again. I'm not scared of broken things, of slammed doors or a stranger's fist. At least the wound has weight and shape, at least you know what hit you with it. But how do you fight what has no face? What slips inside and pulls the wire? What doesn't bruise, what doesn't bleed, just sets your whole life on a timer. A cut will close someday, a bruise will fade away, but something you can't see still stays and starts breathing in your chest. No one talks about the after, when the shaking finally stops, when you smile like you're okay, but you're waiting for the drop. It's the lonely in the hallway, it's the phone that never rings, it's the fear of fear forever, it's the silence after everything. No one talks about the after, how it lives under your skin, how you make it through the moment, just to dread it all again. There were headlights in the drive, there were people at the door, there were hands that used to reach before I even hit the floor. Now the messages get thin, now the check-ins come too late, now the ones who said away sound like strangers when they say my name. And love feels far from here, like it only fits the clear, like no one wants a heart that hears disaster in a quiet room. Maybe I'll never be easy again, never be soft in the right way, never be kissed without thinking how long till this goes sideways. Maybe I'll always be half on guard, half packed, half gone, half numb, too tired to trust a good thing stays, too cold to think that love will come. No one talks about the after, after everybody leaves, after the lights are low again and you can finally hear yourself breathe. It's the lonely in the hallway, it's the house that feels too big, it's the way your heart goes quiet just to make the waiting hit. No one talks about the after, how it steals what you had left, how you live through all the danger, then get buried by the rest. No one talks about the after, so I carry it alone, looking normal from a distance, feeling cut down to the bone. They all know the breaking point, nobody stays for what comes next.